Yo, it's your boy Dragons of Thunder, and I'm back live and direct with another video. As you can see, I got Fang, Azula, and Naga out here with me. Aang is normally over there inside that dog pen. You know, they got their bathtubs out here. I'm building a 4x2x2 at the moment. As you can see, I have material out here in my toolbox, trash bag. But yeah, man, today's video is about too many breeders in the game. Like water bowls, I gotta clean them out, get them back in the enclosures. This is Fang's outside enclosure. I got a 4x2x2 that I'm working on. Got all my stuff under there. This is Azula and Naga. I got some poop in there, I gotta clean that out. That's a big old fly on there, boy. Woo. Can't even see it, but it's a big old horse fly on there. But that's Azula and Naga's. And let's talk about it. There's too many breeders in the game. The bearded dragon hobby has way too many breeders. I did plan on being a small scale breeder with 1 or 2 pairings a year, or every 2 years or something like that. Because I was only going to use my blood, and so with only my blood I would have to wait every 2 years to breed, but to get the project that I wanted. Scratching all of that, I'm not breeding ever again. I will never ever put a male with a female ever again. And so this video is basically talking about and explaining the bearded dragon hobby as far as breeding. This happens in the dog world, the snake world, any animal, exotic animal world. You see a lot of breeding going on, man. Overbreeding. Now shout out to all the original breeders in the game. Shout out to the 10+ year breeders, the 5+ year breeders. Those breeders aren't the problem. They've been in the game for a long time. They've been doing it. And I commend them, and I honestly think they should be the only ones continuing to do it. If you go on Instagram or Facebook, and Facebook bearded dragon groups, Instagram, just type in bearded dragon breeder, you will see a plethora of new breeders popping up in the game. Let me go get my chair. I did some crazy stuff the other night. I thought a 22 would get stopped by this metal chair, but it went through it. Anyway, yeah, man, got my chair, so we about to cop a squat and talk about it. So it's too many breeders in the game. As you can see, got my girl Naga and Azula are putting weight back on them. Both of them just laid infertile clutches. Azula did have some that was fertile, but I did away with them. I was gonna give them away, but once again, I don't want to be a part of the problem with overbreeding these animals. And me giving them away wouldn't affect the community, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. We got to get that tailbone up. Her fat pads, let me see, girl. Her fat pads are coming back in. Naga's fat pads are coming back in. They'll be back up to this size soon. So, like Fang's got some big old fat pads. But yeah, man, as you can see. But yeah, it's too many breeders in the game, man, period, point blank. You got people who jump in the game, and I was guilty of it. Although I am not a breeder, I've never considered myself a breeder, but you got people that jump in the game and been in the game 6 months to a year, and they start breeding, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of crazy to me. But when you look, like I say, when you look on Instagram and Facebook groups, it's just thousands and thousands of bearded dragon breeders, man, and I think it's kind of crazy. You got people who producing silkies. You got people who were producing zero to het, zero to zero. I know in Taiwan, man, they do some crazy breeding, and I'm not even talking about I'm not even gonna talk about overseas breeding, because that's a whole nother ball game. But here in America, it's just way too many breeders, man. Like, It's crazy, man. Like every day you see a new breeder pop up online. This boy Fang, he does go after the girls, but sometimes he won't. You know what I'm saying? Aang, he goes after the girls every chance he gets. Fang won't do it, so I let him chill with I let him chill by Naga and Azula as I'm watching on. But yeah, it's too many breeders, man. Anybody been in the game 5, 10, 20 years, y'all Gucci, I'm not talking to you. Not talking about you, so don't jump on my case. But it's so many new breeders, man. Like at one point I was on Instagram and I was just looking. I'm not very active on Instagram like I used to be, but I'm on there. At one point it was like everybody with a bearded dragon within their bio said future breeder 2021, future breeder 2022, future breeder. Like it was all over the place. I'm like, dang, like it be people you never even heard of, people you never even seen. And it's just crazy to me, man, because just think about it. With one breeding, you can have up to 5 clutches, you know what I'm saying? Sometime, not all the time, but sometime. You can have up to 5 clutches. Most of the time it's 3 to 4 or 2 sometime. But you're having anywhere from 15 to 30 babies within that clutch. So you do the math, you know what I'm saying? And you have hundreds of people breeding these animals that's not needed. Come here, boy. Got him. Got him, coach. You're going to sit right here with daddy. All right? We're going to chill out. But yeah, man, it's kind of wild to me, like, you know, the breeders just popping up out of nowhere. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it's almost 1,000 plus, like hundreds of them. Like, it's wild as hell. Y'all might think I'm tripping, but if you go on Instagram or Facebook, you will see it. And it's a lot of people who breed bearded dragons that don't claim it. You know what I'm saying? Let me put him in his tank real quick. Real quick. But yeah, it's a lot of people who won't claim it to be breeders. It won't be in their bio or nothing like that. But they definitely are. I got to get him some greens here in a minute. But yeah, he's in there. There's a lot of people that won't claim to be a breeder, but guarantee it, they're breeding. You know what I'm saying? Like, they straight up breeding. They pushing out baby after baby. And it's kind of wild to me, man. Like, I'm not being judgmental. I'm just being realistic. Like, it's not needed, man. Like, it's just too many people doing it. Let the big guys do it like they've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? They actually produce way more than enough babies than we need in the community, in the hobby. You know what I'm saying? The big time breeders, like, I can name them, but I'm not gonna do it. Y'all know the big time ones. They've been around 10 plus years. I'll name a couple of them. Dragon Tails, Tammy, you got Amy at Upscale Classic. You got your boy Keith at Genetically Modified. You got KP Critters. It's a lot of them out there, man. Even Phantom Dragons. I don't like Phantom. I mean, you know what? I don't like Tracy. She cool. You know what I'm saying? She speak truth, but sometimes she be tripping, man. Like, she thinks I don't know, man. She got a jacked up attitude. But even Phantom Dragons, they've been producing at a high rate for years. You know what I'm saying? So the way I see it, man, let them people do what they do. They've been doing it for decades and years. Let them do what they do. And all of them, and I didn't even name half of them, but all of them produce at a high number. You know what I'm saying? Like, they producing hundreds and thousands of babies. Like, then you have the chain stores, Petco and PetSmart, who buy from LL Reptile. They buy from some of them buy from local breeders. I know my stores in Grand Prairie, Arlington, Mansfield area, I know they will buy from local breeders. But yeah, man, you got the chain stores with breeders selling to them in bulk. You got a Morph Market with thousands of dragons on it. I just think it's crazy, man. Shout out Boss Dragons, man. You see his sticker over there? Let's see, Boss Dragons. Shout out that man over there at Boss Dragons. That's where Aang came from, my high color whiplet. But y'all drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it being too many breeders. And then you have you got a lot of people that jump in the game, like I say, and they do these so-called unethical breedings, and they don't want to listen to the people that been doing it. And I get why, because I understand that fully. Like, y'all not producing paperwork. It is some proof out there on those breedings that they say is unethical, but it's no scientific write-ups, it's no paperwork. They, you know, they document it but don't ever show it supposedly. But it's just a lot, man. You know, you got bad structured animals, you got animals with genetics that shouldn't be in them. When they're sold, like my boy Keith just did a breeding and he got zeros out of the breeding. He did not know it was either the female or the male. He didn't know that they were het zero, and he produced some zeros out of a breeding that he didn't even expect. And that type of stuff just shouldn't happen, man. You got dragons being passed around and people don't know the hets on the dragon. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad deal. But y'all drop a comment, y'all let me know, how do y'all feel about all the breeding? Not the old school breeders, not the people that have been doing it for years, but what do y'all think about the breeding conditions in the bearded dragon world? Do y'all think it's too many breeders? Do y'all think it's not enough? Do y'all think it's just right? Because a lot of the new breeders fall out as quick as they come in. But what do y'all think, man? Is it too many babies being produced? And my opinion is yes. A lot of babies, they go on to these homes and they die. A lot of them, you know, they live a slavery life, which what I mean by that, they're stuck in a not even outside, they're stuck in an inside tank. They don't ever come out the tank. It's nothing to climb in the tank. All they have is a hide and a water bowl. That's it. They don't have nothing else in their tank. And I think that's horrible, man. To me, I don't care if it's a breeder or a pet. I don't care what it is. That bearded dragon shouldn't be in a bare tank like that. That's depressing, man, for even animals. Real talk, even for reptiles. Because if you ever see my animals within their tanks, they use all their stuff. They climb on all their limbs. They climb on all their limbs. They run around. They play. Hell, they even get to know you and come up to you and want to get out of the enclosure. And so I just think a lot of these dragons being bred are in really slave conditions, just being honest, man. But yeah, it's too many breeders, man. That's my opinion. Y'all